Hello and welcome you all to yet another session of ShareChat Ads Masterclass. We welcome you all, and the today's topic, as you all know, is business use cases, how e-commerce platforms are using ShareChat Ads to win customers. And it was one of the most sought after topic, and we missed the Q&A session last time, so we'll make sure that our session for 60 minutes, the presentation ends in first 45 minutes, and then the rest of the session, we take your questions up. For this very interesting session, we have today Shubham Desai, who is our host for the evening, and he will be he takes care of the client solution side for ShareChat Ads, and our very own Seema, whom you have heard in last few masterclasses, and she takes you through all the user journeys and the offers and the basic crux. You will first deal with her. The most important thing that we're going to highlight is that what is going to be our customer user cycle when somebody comes to ShareChat first is what we're going to explain today. ShareChat is Bharat ka #1 social media app, which actually has approximately 180 million language first users. People who try and express in their own language, who want to engage in their own language, are the people who use ShareChat. And 1 on every 4 internet users in India, they use ShareChat. Next slide, please. So as I was talking about statistics, there are over 180 million people who monthly use our app and engage with us. And what is it that they do on the app? They actually consume content which is in the form of static posts, which is in the form of videos. So we have close to 92 billion video views in a month, and more than 40 billion content is shared. Now, when it comes to sharing, ShareChat is the only platform which allows you share content on WhatsApp directly also. So these people actually spend 31 minutes a day, which is a sufficient enough time for any brand to advertise here and grab the user attention. Can we go on to the next slide, please? So now I'll be handing over the product demo to Shubham, who will take you through the entire session. Shubham, please take over.
Thanks, Bhavna. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Masterclass. To get you all started, what we'll be covering in this part of session is client onboarding journey, followed by ad support, the e-commerce vertical leverages, how e-commerce as a category is using this part, followed by a small written note by one of our clients who have found success on a platform. Let's start with the first important thing of client. How are they onboarded on our platform? So if you see, let's take a use case. I am an advertiser and I'm looking for a self-serve platform to advertise my business. I went on Google or any other search engine platform, search for various self-serve platform, and came to know about ShareChat. Did some more R&D and realized that, okay, ShareChat is the right fit or the marketing mix for my product, and I want to use it for my fulfilling the marketing requirement of my brand. What is the first basic requirement for that is to sign up. So you can go on ads.sharechat.com, enter your email address, enter your phone number, get your phone number verified, and that's how you are in the system for us. Now that's when you become the important advertisers for us. We have our own dedicated sales and onboarding team who will connect you post your sign up. In case if you are not able to connect with any of our sales or onboarding team, we have our own dedicated email address, that is selfserve@sharechat.co. You can just shoot us with 3 basic requirements: your brand name, your landing page URL, and the location in which your office is located, and we'll arrange a separate POC to connect you and understand your requirement. Now let's see you have done the basic understanding, the onboarding team has taken your requirement, they have understand your business in a gist, but you don't know about our platform, what our targeting is available on the platform, what the USP of our platform. You have no clue on this and you want to understand more about our platform. That's when you can request for a product demo. where the expert from the CST team will guide you through the start of the platform to the end of the platform in one single session. This session is more from your learning, for your understanding, and more question and answers from your end. Let's say now you're done with the demo, you understand completely, and you say, yes, ShareChat is the right fit for me. The first important thing to do to get started with an advertising is add money to your wallet, because without any funds you can't advertise on the platform. You can connect with your sales POC, as we keep on having a fantastic ad promotion offers every month, changing into tweaking it up so that the advertisers get the best out of it. Understand what will be the best fit for you, what would be the ideal budget for you to start an experiment on the platform from the sales point of view. Make sure that the wallet is loaded with a minimum wallet size so that your campaigns run for a good amount of time. Post that, you can set up your campaign, and then everything goes through the internal team, where the internal team will first review your setup of your campaign, your creatives. If they find something is missing, for example, tracking is not happening correctly, or if the ad creatives are not as per the policy, they will give you a disapproval of this ad. The disapproval reason would be mentioned in your panel itself. Still, if you have any query, just shoot back a mail on adsupport@sharechat.co. If it is during 10 to 7 of the weekdays, you can have go a chat with a live support executive who can also give a help on a quick time basis. And that's it. You are in the system running on ShareChat ads to make it a successful journey for you. That's how the entire process work. Like in this entire journey, our onboarding and salesperson, who would be your dedicated POC, will always be there for you, who will act as taking your requirements and passing with the internal team, finding the right answer to your question, and then help you with the sale. So let's move on to the next step. You're in the system. So for today's session, what we are doing is we are having two small use cases about ecom as a category. How an unsuccessful campaign on the platform became successful by tweaking a few changes or just practicing our best practice theory. So to start with, this is a first use case. We have divided the use case 1 and 2 in two parts, because you take a traffic either to your web or to your app. So this is a first use case where the advertisers wanted to reach out to the new customers in tier 2, tier 3 cities, and his landing was towards the web. What was the challenges? First is the CTR was pretty low. They were not getting the desired result. Now, this is not a small statement to say that it can be fixed with just one or two parameters. So I'll just give you understanding what we did it. They added some funds. They came back to us, hey, we have spent X amount of money with you, but the platform is not successful for us. I think this audience doesn't match to my brand. It doesn't happen, because as you would have attended many other sessions, ShareChat is the leading social media platform when it comes to regional targeting. And these are the audience who are looking out for a product similar to your category. So what was the mistake that was done? So first thing is, every campaign is set up into three campaign objectives, that is awareness, consideration, and conversion. Here the client was looking for a more sales from this campaign via their website. What we observe is, to track our system, we require a pixel. That's when our theory of task, that is track, analysis, and scale, come into picture. We saw that the pixel was not implemented, only the base pixel was firing. So the base pixel gives the system only the page views. First thing what we fix is the tracking parameters. With the help of the client technical team and with our expert product team in-house, we try to track every journey of what that user is doing on the platform, post or click. So he's viewing your content, adding the cart, but not making a purchase. There is a drop in some part of the funnel. So we wanted to track that entire journey. Now there's one thing we have fixed, that okay, now the data is getting tracked. Now what was the second mistake? What was done from the advertisers end? We usually understand that we try to replicate a learning from other platform to this platform. ShareChat is the only platform in India who offers only regional level targeting, where if you open a ShareChat, the first basic requirement to do is select a language. Here, the client has put all their English creatives because they thought that it was doing wonders for them in the other platform, which affected their entire CTR. Now the problem is you have to understand that you are a ShareChat user. You're consuming a content in your regional languages. For example, a person from Tamil Nadu would like to consume it in Tamil. Person from Maharashtra would like it to consuming all the content in Marathi. And suddenly an ad comes in English. I don't want to see it. That's when I try to skip, and that's where system understand the users are not interacting with your ad and gives you the poor CTR. And if it is a poor CTR, the algo says that okay, your ads are not what my users want to see it, and they deprioritize your ad. So we change the entire creatives into regional languages, right from their caption, your call to action, what the person is speaking in the video, and we try to improve their CTR. This helped in improving their metrics from page views to add to cart, where most of the people started adding their products into cart. But still, it was not solving the purpose of the brand because people were adding the product, but they were dropping at certain point of time. That's when we started analyzing those data. Okay, I have say 100 add to carts, but only 3 have actually went and purchased it. So where were these 3 audiences coming from? What was their age bracket? What was their demographic? What were their audience behavior? We understand in this case that most of the product that was getting sold by this client was coming from the northern part. So that's when we came to understand, okay, North Hindi is a language where is spoken most of it. We started allocating more budget towards Hindi as a language, targeting only to the northern states, and we kept a separate campaign for the southern markets. Results: with the new multilingual creatives, the CTR boosted with almost 3.66. What does help is system trying to understand that now the users are liking the ad, they are interacting with that. System try to show the content to more people similar to this genre, and at the end the purchase increases. So again, it was not a journey which happened in a quick smaller time. It took its own sweet time. We require 7 to 10 days for system to learn, to analyze those data, which can't be done in a like a smaller wallet addition. So all boils down to first thing, key set up your campaign with a decent amount of money in your wallet. Secondly, make sure your tracking is perfect. We always say that if your tracking is not perfect, avoid going live with your campaign, and always make sure you analyze the data on your per day, or if not possible, at least on a weekly basis, to see which creative is performing well for you. That's how this success story of an e-commerce client helped to grow via ShareChat, and an unsuccessful campaign where an advertiser was of the opinion of stopping the advertiser is spending with us for almost a year now. Let's move on to a second example. So that was related to the web advertising. Now here the campaign objectives entirely changed. It was a newly launched app, an e-commerce app, and their whole idea was to acquire more users, get more app installed. Same story, started a campaign with a very small wallet loaded, set up a campaign on consideration, running a traffic campaign, came back to us saying, hey, we are not getting conversion out of it. We went back to the system and understand what was the reason why we couldn't give the desired result to the client. Firstly, what we observed was the tracking was not in place. To run any campaign for app install, we always recommend to have a MMP partner like an Asplar or a branch. If you don't have an MMP partners, we have our own internally built postbacks, which can be set up using your help of your technical team and my product experts. where the data can be given back to us. Now, since the client wanted conversion as an objective, the objective was supposed to be selected as conversion and not as consideration. We changed that to it. Secondly, what client did is they just replicated their entire learning from the other platform and made the targeting so niche that the audience size as per the estimator was less than 1 million. Now you have to understand, with a smaller audience size, you can't reach the entire portion of the estimated audience which is shown to you, and that's where the drop off usually happens a lot. And the third biggest chunk was the native English banner ads and the video ads. Solution: first fixed up the tracking, added the MMP, checked all the postbacks are coming to us, stop all the native English ads completely, divided the campaigns into two parts. Firstly, into a video and into a banner. Did an entire pan India level campaign. The reason is the advertisers was delivering the product entire pan India. So the whole objective was going broad first. Started getting some good amount of installs, and then narrowing down to which installs are actually converted into the next further metrics of registering and placing an order. In this case, the client found that most of their orders was coming from the southern market as plus Maharashtra as the whole states. That's when we decided that, okay, we'll have to create a separate campaign for Maharashtra and Marathi speaking audiences and the southern languages. Results: the campaign, which was getting an app install of 200 rupees, was brought down to 20 rupees. That was a phenomenal change that happened. The whole theory boils down to only three parts. That is, we have to make sure that every campaign needs to be set up in a certain style. Every campaign needs to be tracked by my system. Every campaign needs to be analyzed by my system. Then only we'll be able to help you scale it. Secondly, it's not necessarily you have to replicate your learning from other platform to ShareChat, because every platform has a different USP. We at ShareChat also own two of our products. One is ShareChat, another is Moch. We have recently acquired a third product as well, which is MX Takata. The user behavior of all the three platforms are different. The campaign setups operationally could be the same, but the targetings are different. The people who react to the products are different. So we'll have to tweak our campaigns according to what platform USP is, and the results would be there for you. Of course, at the end of the session, we'll take all your question answering to the e-commerce case studies, or any questions you have towards the conversion model. We can answer it at the end of this session. So as you know, we are almost a year-old product now when it comes to self-serve as a platform. Thanks to all the support from internal as well as the external partners we have with us. We are almost 1,300 plus active advertisers from a various vertical, from fintech, e-commerce, e-tech, gaming, FMCG, automobiles, consumer durable, media and entertainment. You name it, and we have seen a success story for them. Only thing is, the success story can happen two ways. Like, we will give all our support. If there are certain features you think which you think is missing for you, our dedicated product team, our experts are already building, and you will be getting some phenomenal changes in the platform in the due time. But we will require some support from your end as well, in terms of creative experimentation, a decent amount of time to spend on the platform. So that's it from my end, with the mantra of TAS, that is track, analyze and scale. And with each other's support, we both can grow together on the platform. Request you to check out our old media masterclasses videos on ads.sharechat.com, which you will come to have a more understanding about the platform. Still, if you think that there is something missing, the two dedicated teams are always there. One is your onboarding team, and secondly is the ad support team. So that's the end from my part. I'm here to answer your questions at the end of the session. Handing over to Seema. for the next session.
Hey Shubham, thank you so much. Thank you for actually taking us through step by step. I am sure यहाँ पे जितने लोग आज हैं उनको ये दोनों यूज के स्टडी से काफी हेल्प होगा. बहुत अच्छे एग्जांपल्स दिए हैं आपने दो बहुत अलग तरीके के क्लाइंट्स के. गाइस, आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट एवरीवन, अगर अभी इन दो यूज केस स्टडीज के बाद भी अगर आपको कोई कंफ्यूजन है या कैंपेन सेटअप करने में, जैसे आई वाज लुकिंग एट द कमेंट एंड बालाजी हैज रिक्वेस्टेड कि हम लोग को एक एक्चुअल कैंपेन सेटअप करने का एक वो पूरा डेमो चाहिए, तो शेयर योर नंबर विद अस. मैं इंश्योर करूंगी कि मेरी टीम में से कोई ना कोई आपको कनेक्ट करेगा ईमेल के थ्रू या नंबर के थ्रू, जो भी मीडियम आप प्रेफर करते हैं, एंड देन वी विल टेक यू थ्रू द डेमो. हम आपको एक बार प्रोडक्ट डेमो भी पूरा दे देंगे एंड कैंपेन अपना किस तरीके से सेटअप करना है हम वो भी समझा देंगे. सो शुभम, कैन यू क्विकली चेंज द स्लाइड प्लीज फॉर मी. सो हम लोगों ने ये आज समझा, भावना ने बहुत अच्छा शुरुआत किया एंड वेयर शी टोल्ड अस कि शेयर चैट पे किस तरीके के नंबर्स हैं एंड किस तरीके की ऑडियंस को हम लोग केटर कर रहे हैं. शुभम ने हमें बताया कि पास्ट में हमारे पास जिस तरीके के क्लाइंट्स थे एंड जब उनको कोई ना कोई एक प्रॉब्लम फेस हुआ, व्हाट वर द वेज जहाँ पे उनकी टीम ने उनको रीच आउट करके एंड सॉल्यूशंस दिए, वो सॉल्यूशन किस तरीके से इफेक्टिवली इम्प्लीमेंट होकर उन्होंने हमें रिजल्ट दिया. तो मैं हमने ये सब समझ लिया. नाउ आई रियली वांट टू फोकस ऑन वन वेरी क्रिटिकल पॉइंट एंड दैट इज कि हम लोग क्यों बात कर रहे हैं, व्हाई आर वी टॉकिंग ऑफ दिस ऑडियंस. हम लोग इस ऑडियंस की बात कर रहे हैं, हम लोग शेयर चैट एज अ प्लेटफॉर्म की बात कर रहे हैं. तो क्या रीजन है, हमको क्यों एक और ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म चाहिए, एंड वो बहुत ही क्रिटिकल पॉइंट है आज के लिए समझने के लिए, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी मार्केट में प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं. वो प्लेटफॉर्म्स आज की डेट में हर प्लेटफॉर्म कोशिश कर रहा है कि वो हिंदी लैंग्वेज में आपसे कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश करे या वो आपकी रीजनल लैंग्वेज में कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश करे. बट शेयर चैट प्लेटफॉर्म की अगर आप ब्यूटी देखते हैं या जो सबसे बड़ा एक स्ट्रेंथ देखते हैं आप शेयर चैट प्लेटफॉर्म पे, दैट इज कि ये ऑडियंस ये फर्स्ट डे से उस ऑडियंस के लिए बनाया गया है. ये एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जो कि भारतवासी, जो भारत यूजर्स के लिए बनाया गया है. हमने अभी तक इसके अंदर इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज ऐड नहीं की है, सिर्फ एक रीजन से, एंड वो सिर्फ एक रीजन है क्योंकि हम जब भी एक अपने ऑडियंस के साथ डिप्स चेक करते हैं, हम रियलाइज करते हैं कि ये वो ऑडियंस है जो कि लैंग्वेज फर्स्ट ऑडियंस है, जो कि रीजनल लैंग्वेज में कम्युनिकेट करना, अपना कंटेंट शेयर करना, और चाहे वो कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो एंटरटेनमेंट में है या वो मीडिया कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं या वो हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे कंटेंट शेयर कर रहे हैं, वो सब कुछ अपनी लैंग्वेज में प्रेफर करते हैं. एक बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन जो कि बहुत बार मुझसे पूछा जाता है किसी भी पब्लिक फोरम में, वो ये है कि क्या अगर हम भारत यूजर्स की बात कर रहे हैं या अगर हम भारत की बात कर रहे हैं, तो क्या हम एक पुअर ऑडियंस की बात कर रहे हैं, क्या हम ऐसे लोगों की बात कर रहे हैं कि जो टियर 2, 3, 4 टाउन्स में रहते हैं और वो एक पर्टिकुलर अफोर्डेबिलिटी के आगे नहीं बढ़ेंगे. हम लोगों ने एक भारत रिपोर्ट रिलीज की है, ऑनलाइन अवेलेबल है, आप प्लीज उसको पढ़िएगा. मैं आपको उसका छोटा सा जिस्ट समझाती हूँ. उसमें बड़ी क्लियरली ये बात बाहर निकल के आती है दैट भारत ना तो पुअर है, ना अनएडुकेटेड है, ना अनइन्फॉर्म्ड है, ना ही लेस इवॉल्व्ड है. इनफैक्ट अगर आप देखें, देयर आर वेरियस टूल, जैसे कैंटर एक टूल है, अगर आप उस टूल की स्टडी देखें तो बहुत क्लियरली निकल कर आता है कि कैसे सोशल मीडिया आज की डेट में एक ऐसा टूल, एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म इमर्ज हो गया है फॉर दी भारतवासीज टू टेक डिसीजंस. अगर आप देखें ऑलमोस्ट 27-28%, जो कि एक बहुत बड़ी परसेंटेज मानी जाती है, वो भारत में रहते हैं जो कि ऑनलाइन कंटेंट को कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं फॉर द वीडियो स्ट्रीमिंग एवरीडे. दे आर दी उनके जितने बाइंग डिसीजंस आज की डेट में हैं, वो सारे के सारे इंटरनेट के थ्रू लिए जा रहे हैं. अगर उनको एक घर लेना है, एक गाड़ी लेना है, एक टी शर्ट लेना है, पेमेंट करना है, एवरीथिंग फॉर देम इज हैपनिंग थ्रू इंटरनेट. सो सोशल मीडिया उनकी टॉप चॉइस है, सोशल मीडिया इज उनका टॉप इन्फ्लुएंसर है. वो लोग कमोडिटीज बाय कर रहे हैं ऑनलाइन, वो लोग शेयर कर रहे हैं कंटेंट ऑनलाइन, वो लोग अगर सेल भी करना चाहते हैं तो दे आर सेलिंग इट ऑनलाइन. सो क्लियरली सोशल मीडिया या इंटरनेट उनका एक नया टूल बन गया है किसी भी चीज की कंजम्पशन के लिए. सो प्लीज डू नॉट इवन फॉर 1 मिनट बिलीव कि जब हम भारत यूजर्स की बात करते हैं, या हम लैंग्वेज फर्स्ट, या हम रीजनल, या हम इंडिक यूजर्स की बात करते हैं, तो हम किसी भी वे में एक पुअर या अनएजुकेटेड ऑडियंस की बात कर रहे हैं. नहीं, ये वो ऑडियंस है जो कि सिर्फ अपनी लैंग्वेज फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस के कारण भारत यूजर्स माने जाते हैं. और उन्हीं लोगों को अप्रोच करने के लिए हमने ये प्लेटफॉर्म लॉन्च किया है जो कि फर्स्ट डे से उनसे उनकी भाषा में बात करता है. और यही एक रीजन है कि हमने अभी तक इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज ऐड नहीं की, बिकॉज हमें कहीं से भी नहीं लगता कि हमें दो चीजें नहीं लगती. ये एक तो ये कि इंग्लिश ना होने के कारण हम अपने ऑडियंस को कुछ कम दे पा रहे हैं, और सेकंड ये भी कि जो हमारे पे एडवर्टाइज करते हैं उनको कुछ कम लग रहा है. बिकॉज एवरी फीडबैक आज की डेट में जो हम अपने ऑडियंस से लेते हैं फॉर द यूजर्स, हर फीडबैक ये बोलता है कि जिस ऑडियंस को वो पहुंचना चाहते हैं वो ऑडियंस बहुत इफेक्टिवली इन 15 लैंग्वेजेस के जरिए उन तक पहुंच पा रही है. तो मैं आपको सिर्फ ऑडियंस नहीं दे रही हूँ, मैं आपको एक इफेक्टिव ऑडियंस दे रही हूँ वाया दिस प्लेटफॉर्म. आप देखें, आप जब हमारे साथ डेमो लेंगे तो आपको बड़ी क्लियरली ये चीजें नजर आएंगी कि काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग टारगेटिंग कैपेबिलिटीज हैं हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म की. आप अगर डेमोग्राफिक्स यूज करना चाहें, साइकोग्राफिक्स के थ्रू यूज करना चाहें, आप जो भी टारगेटिंग है, जो भी फिल्टर्स हैं, वो जब आपको कैंपेन मैनेजमेंट टीम एक डेमो देती है, आपको वो बताएंगे कि कितना इफेक्टिवली आप यूज कर सकते हैं. बस एक छोटी सी चीज याद रखिएगा जो कि मैं आपको पहले से बताऊं कि आप जितने ज्यादा फिल्टर्स, कई बार क्या होता है कि हमें लगता है हमें बहुत ही नीश ऑडियंस के पास पहुंचना है, तो हम बहुत सारे फिल्टर्स यूज कर देते हैं. उस प्रोसेस में हम ये भूल जाते हैं कि हम जितना ज्यादा फिल्टर्स यूज करेंगे उतना उतना नैरो मेरा फनल होता जाएगा फॉर द ऑडियंस. सो ऑलवेज ट्राई एंड यूज मिनिमम फिल्टर्स ताकि आप इफेक्टिव ऑडियंस तक और आप एक मास ऑडियंस तक पहुंच पाएंगे. ये हमने आज समझा, हमें समझ में आए कि हमें क्यों ये ऑडियंस चाहिए, किस तरीके से हम उस ऑडियंस पे पहुंचेंगे. हमने आपसे यूज केस स्टडीज शेयर की हैं. एंड एट द एंड ऑफ द सेशन, जैसे मैं हर बार बोलती हूँ दैट हम चाहते हैं कि आप हमारे फैमिली का एक हिस्सा बने. प्लीज कम एंड बी शेयरचैट क्लासेस विद अस. आप अपना बिजनेस हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे स्टार्ट करिए, एडवर्टाइज करिए. आपको जो भी फर्स्ट डे से आपको जो भी सपोर्ट चाहिए, हमारी 2 टीम्स हैं, ऑनबोर्डिंग टीम एंड कैंपेन मैनेजमेंट टीम, वो दोनों आपके साथ रहेंगे. आपके केपीआई समझेंगे, आपको जो डिलीवरीज चाहिए उसके हिसाब से हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे कि हम उनको इम्प्लीमेंट करके आपको डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट दे सके. आप मेरे प्लेटफॉर्म पे बहुत इजी प्रोसेस है, जब आप साइन अप करते हैं तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपके वॉलेट में एक 500 रुपीज की रकम आकर जुड़ जाती है. ये अमाउंट आप तब यूज कर सकते हैं जैसे ही आप अपना वॉलेट अपलोड करते हैं. आप अपना वॉलेट अपलोड अपने हिसाब से करिए. प्लीज ये मत सोचिए कि जो मिनिमम अमाउंट है मैं वो डालूंगा तो मुझे रिजल्ट्स आएंगे, या जब मैं मैक्सिमम डालूंगा तो रिजल्ट्स आएंगे. आप कैंपेन मैनेजमेंट टीम से गाइडेंस लीजिए, उनको वो आपको बताएंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आप ई कॉमर्स कैटेगरी के लिए हैं, या आप आप गारमेंट्स, आप टी शर्ट सेल करते हैं, या लेट्स से आप ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री से हैं, वो आपको आपकी कैटेगरी के हिसाब से गाइड करेंगे कि आप इस कैटेगरी में हैं. आपको अपना पहला जो वॉलेट लोड है, लेट्स से 1 लाख रुपीस करना चाहिए, या 50,000 करना चाहिए, या 20,000 करना चाहिए, या 5 लाख करना चाहिए. वो बाकी सारे कंपटीशन आपकी पूरी कैटेगरी को वो देखेंगे एंड उसके हिसाब से आपको गाइड करेंगे कि आपका पहला वॉलेट लोड कब होना चाहिए, कितने का होना चाहिए. तो आप एग्जाम्पल मैं देके समझाती हूँ. लेट्स से कि अगर आपने 1 लाख रुपए का वॉलेट लोड डाला है, तो आप जैसे ही 1 लाख का वॉलेट अपलोड करते हैं, आपके साथ 3 चीजें होंगी. एक तो वो जो 500 रुपीज का अमाउंट आपका था वो एक्टिव हो जाएगा, अब आप उसको यूज कर सकते हैं. दूसरा 1 लाख रुपीज के ऊपर 80% एड क्रेडिट हम आपको वापस करते हैं, विच मीन्स करीबन 80,000 रुपए का एड क्रेडिट आपको एब्सोल्युटली फ्री विदाउट एनी टर्म्स आपके वॉलेट में आके जुड़ जाता है। तो आपके पास 1,80,000 हो जाता है स्पेंड करने के लिए। उसके अलावा जो कि बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है, एंड बहुत खुशी होती है मुझे ये बता के कि वो चीज हम लोगों ने आपके फीडबैक के बाद ही शुरू की, एंड बहुत रिसेंटली हमने शुरू की, वो है आपके लिए क्रिएटिव क्रेडिट्स। बहुत लोगों ने हमें बोला कि हम प्लेटफॉर्म पे एडवर्टाइज करना चाहते हैं, बट हमें रिस्पॉन्स नहीं मिल पाता क्योंकि हमारे क्रिएटिव्स को अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स नहीं मिलता। या हमें कई लोगों ने बोला कि हम ऐड करना चाहते हैं बट हमें एक उतना हमारे पास उतना बैंडविड्थ नहीं है कि हम खुद से अपने क्रिएटिव्स बनाएं, क्योंकि हमारा एक छोटा सेटअप है। तो हम लोगों ने बहुत ही एक इफेक्टिव स्कीम डाली है। आप जब 50,000 रुपीज का एक वॉलेट लोड मेरे सिस्टम में करेंगे, उस 50,000 के बाद ही आपके क्रिएटिव क्रेडिट्स शुरू हो जाते हैं। वो क्रिएटिव क्रेडिट्स किस तरीके से मिलेंगे और क्या उसकी डिटेल्स होंगी, वो आप जब कैंपेन मैनेजमेंट टीम के साथ डेमो करेंगे या जब आप ऑनबोर्डिंग टीम के साथ एक डेमो लेंगे, तो वो आपको बहुत डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन भी कर दिया जाएगा। सो रिमेंबर, आपको 3 चीजें मिल रही हैं। आपको 500 रुपीज मिल रहे हैं ज्वाइनिंग के टाइम पे, आपको 80% एड क्रेडिट मिल रहा है, एंड आपको क्रिएटिव सपोर्ट मिल रहा है हमारी टीम की तरफ से। आपको सिर्फ 2 चीजें करनी है। आपको दिमाग में रखना है कि आपका केपीआईज क्या है, क्या आप चाहते हैं उस कैंपेन से, ठीक है। और दूसरा, आपको वो करना है जो आपको कैंपेन मैनेजमेंट टीम समझाए। आप अपने हिसाब से वॉलेट लोड मत करिए, आप प्लीज उनसे गाइडेंस लीजिए, उन्हें बताइए कि ये मेरी कैटेगरी है, ये मेरा केपीआई है, आप मुझे समझाओ कि मुझे किस तरीके का वॉलेट लोड से शुरू करना चाहिए। सो विद दिस आई वुड लाइक टू एंड दिस सेशन। मैं और शुभम आपके साथ हैं। आप प्लीज अपने क्वेश्चंस हमसे पूछिए, एंड कोई भी क्वेरी है, कोई भी सपोर्ट आपको हमसे चाहिए, आप भावना आपसे अभी एक ईमेल आईडी शेयर करेंगे, आप उस ईमेल आईडी पे हमको अपना नंबर एंड अपना क्वेरीज भेजिए, एंड वी विल इंश्योर, हम तीनों इंश्योर करेंगे एज अ टीम कि आपके आंसर्स आप तक पहुंचे। एंड वंस अगेन थैंक यू फॉर joining us today, and welcome to ShareChat family. Over to you, Bhavna.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for the wonderful session. Shubham, I'm sure a lot of e-commerce retailers would take cue from you and they will not do the same mistakes, or at least approach you once they have to really set up a campaign, or if they have any problems setting up the campaign. So I have a lot of questions for you, and I will start with the first question, which says that please explain about the geo-targeting and its effectiveness.
Okay. So I'll talk in Hindi for this question so that most of the advertisers will understand. जियो टारगेटिंग, जैसे मैंने एक एग्जांपल दिया था ई कॉमर्स का कि उन्होंने अपने करंट जियो को सिर्फ रेप्लिकेट किया था। उनको पता चला था कि हमारी मार्केट एक सदर्न मार्केट है जो हमारे दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म पे चल रही है। दे जस्ट रेप्लिकेटेड दैट सेटिंग in the system. Now you'll have to understand two parts. If you are an e-com or any brands who can deliver entire pan India and you say कि मेरा ज़्यादातर सेल होता है साउथ में, तो साउथ ये आपका मार्केट नहीं है। People who have a user behavior of a people who stays in south is your market. पब्लिक जो तमिल बोलते हैं या तेलुगु बोलते हैं या कन्नड़ा बोलते हैं, दिस आर योर ऑडियंसेस। देयर यूजर पैटर्न कैन चेंज। तो आपको जियो से पहले, इफ यू आर अ न्यू एडवर्टाइजर, फर्स्ट यू हैव टू गो ऑन अ पैन इंडिया विद अ लैंग्वेज लेवल टारगेटिंग। लैंग्वेज लेवल टारगेटिंग से बाद आपको एनालिटिक्स में पता चलता है कि आपको मैक्सिमम क्लिक्स कहाँ से आते हैं। जैसे आपने तमिल का एक क्रिएटिव डाला है, तेलुगु का एक क्रिएटिव डाला है, एंड यू अंडरस्टैंड कि मैक्सिमम क्लिक्स इज कमिंग फ्रॉम तेलुगु ऑडियंसेस, वो कैंपेन से आपको ज़्यादा कन्वर्जन आ रहा है। दैट्स व्हेन यू स्टार्ट गोइंग इनटू द जियो टारगेटिंग, तब आपका इफेक्टिवनेस ज़्यादा होगा। सी, a platform like ShareChat is present in tier 2, tier 3 cities widely. वो ऑडियंस अलग है। ये ऑडियंस वो है जो मैं हमेशा अपने एडवर्टाइजर्स को बोलता हूँ, they think a lot before buying a product, but the day they buy a product, their loyalty is extremely high. They are not the switchers. जैसे people like me could be like a switcher कि जहाँ पे डिस्काउंट मिले तो they try to opt into another brand. But this audiences on ShareChat are brand loyal audiences who takes time to buy. But if they buy from your platform and if the product is good, no matter what discount they get from the other competitors of yours, they will always stay with you. तो पहला ब्रॉड से चालू करो, लैंग्वेज समझो, एनालिटिक्स यूज करो जो हमारे प्रोडक्ट टीम ने बहुत फंटास्टिक बनाया, जो आपको आपको रीच, क्लिक्स, इवन अगर आप जैसे मैंने बोला कि आप वेब बेस हो, पिक्सल लगाओ, ऐप बेस हो, एमएमपी दो, वो सारा डेटा आपको एनालिटिक्स में मिलेगा. Then go on your geo targeting. Our geo targeting of city and state is very accurate, but वो efficiency तब बढ़ती है when actually your system learns it.
Okay,
So that answers your question.
that's really great. So basically, Balaji had a question. He wants to see the live example for setting an ad, which Seema has already answered. Balaji, please connect at selfserve@sharechat.co. Seema will assign a POC to you who will come up and share the demo of the entire ad setting process at the time when you are available. We are normally working from 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 in the evening. In case if you really want to take some time off and decide what time you want to take the demo, do suggest. There's a one question, another question for you, Seema. Moj app kab aayega ads ke liye? So I thought let Seema take this, this cat out of the jar and respond to everybody.
तो बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है एंड इसका उससे भी प्यारा आंसर है कि मौज ऐप ऑलरेडी आप लोगों के लिए अवेलेबल है. हम लोग उसमें कुछ कैंपेन्स चलाकर हम हर दिन कुछ फाइन ट्यूनिंग कर रहे हैं ताकि हम इंश्योर करें कि जब हम आपका पैसा उस ऐप के ऊपर लगाएं, आपका कैंपेन हम इफेक्टिवली उस पर चलाएं, तो हमें पता हो कि किस तरीके का वॉलेट लोड, किस तरीके का डेली बजट अल्टीमेटली किस तरीके का आपको डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट दे सकता है. आपको अगर मौज के ऊपर कैंपेन चलाना है, उसके कुछ कैविएट्स हैं, उसके कुछ कंडीशंस हैं जो हम आपको डिटेल में बताएंगे. प्लीज आप चाहे वो शेयर चैट हो या वो मौज हो, आपको जिस भी प्लेटफॉर्म पे अपना ऐड चलाना है, मेरे साथ कनेक्ट करिए ऑन द ईमेल आईडी एंड वी विल टेल यू कि क्या कंडीशंस हैं एंड देन वी विल इफेक्टिवली टेक योर कैंपेन.
Great news. So Moj is live for you guys. Anybody who wants to run his campaign on Moj, a video campaign on Moj, please get in touch with Seema. She will help you. So there's another use case for you now, a little tricky one, but it is around geo-targeting only. Can I choose one town like Salem and a few surrounding markets like Krishnagiri, etc. in Tamil Nadu for testing this platform for healthcare clients?
Okay.
This is Mr. Nagarjuna Murthy. He is probably from Tamil Nadu and he has a healthcare customers. He wants to target healthcare customers.
Got it. So this is a fantastic question. ये question हमें बहुत time आया हुआ है. Our product team is highly working on doing something like this. I'll tell you what's possible right now and what we'll get in a due time. Right now, you can go as granular as city level. That's the lowest you can do for now. Because a certain city to target, we require a certain set of audiences. If there is very less audiences and if I give you that targeting, it will not be effective. To answer your question, what is store for you in the coming months? We are coming up with a pin code targeting. With the pin code level targeting, you can just select those pin codes of the smaller cities or the smaller as granular level, like 10-kilometer radiuses, 15-kilometer radiuses. You can just select those radiuses using your pin codes and the campaign would be delivered to you. We have already started testing this as a beta function. Product team is heavily working on it. Thoda time lagega. The reason is if the audience are too less for a particular pin code, if I give it to you, your campaign will not be effective. That all says that right now you can go on city level targeting. Still, if you think the city is not the ideal way to do it, you can put your tier targeting with your location. This will solve your geo problem. Now, your second problem is you want to target a healthcare category for which we have a dynamic filter. So if you use a dynamic filter called as app affinity, go to your Google Play Store, I will rather say, open an app related to healthcare as a search version. There would be a category tag towards every app on Play Store. Those are the audiences who are using healthcare apps and could be the closest one. I'm not saying the exact one, but the closest one. Use that category as an app affinity filter with your geo. You will get a closest target. What's so next for you? As I told you, we are growing every time. If you were with our journey when we started somewhere last year, and today the product has evolved way higher. We are going with a behavioral targeting and interest based targeting. The system is already running a user pattern. If you understand ki, okay, if healthcare category users are also people who are consuming a particular type of content, use a content affinity as your dynamic filter. So there is a filters available right now. Exactly, you don't have an answer, but there is always a permutation and combination. I would rather say reach out to the sales POC of yours or shoot a mail to the support with your landing pages, some understanding of your business, because you understand your business better than us, and we can guide you what we can do for you with the current available targeting. Your question would be solved exactly within few months in terms of pin code targeting and the behavioral based targeting.
So great. So more new features coming so that your targeting becomes more accurate and you can do precise targeting, but there are parallel ways which Shubham can suggest. And in case if you have another use case, please feel free to reach out to him at selfserve@sharechat.co. Seema's team will connect you with the client solutions team. The next question we have from Ketan is that RTO rate is higher in ShareChat compared to other apps like Facebook, Snapchat, Google. So if you can answer.
So I guess he's talking in related to your ROS, return on ad spend.
Exactly.
I told you two things. There are two audiences, one who are impulse buyer and one who are brand loyal. There is a platform who is solving your purpose of impulse buyer. We have a platform where we want to solve your purpose of brand loyal. Your initial return on spend could be higher because that person might take a lot of time to take his decision, but your repeat users or a repeat purchaser of that user you acquire are higher on ShareChat. That we have seen, and that's the feedback what we have got from the advertiser. Now you say ki, how I can get my ROS better. Firstly, same mantra which I gave is track your data completely. I'm assuming you are a website client. Make sure you have a pixel at every given event, from page view, add to cart, checkout, purchase. See where the funnels of users are dropping off. If the people are dropping off after add to cart, if the people are dropping off even just putting it from the page views, if the people are dropping off from the page views, then the content what you're showing and the content on your website is not matching. Your product and the targeting is, there's some mismatch. We'll have to fix it together. We'll see on those parts. If you can analyze your data ki abhi tak jitna purchases aaya hai, from which campaign you got it, which creative you got it. For example, I'll give you a small use case because we were discussing of e-commerce. There were two creatives that a client was using. One was a product based creative and second was a creator based creatives. The market has changed. Like previously, if you go on a television ads, a celebrity was your speaker or a brand ambassador to convince the audiences. Now the creators are the brand ambassadors. This creator based ad had a CPI of 12 rupees, vis-a-vis a product based app had a CPI of 73 rupees. There's a huge difference. That's when we understand ki, okay, this platform is more on a creator based platform, which we say that ShareChat and Moz is a creator based platform. Video works better for you, and the advertiser started creating a similar creative. give more of your product offerings. Discount दिखाओ. What is your best selling product? वो दिखाओ. Just don't sell everything. If you're selling t-shirt, caps, denim, shoes, analyze कि सबसे ज़्यादा product क्या बिक रहे हैं on ShareChat. If you think that your t-shirts and cap are the highest selling and you have a better ROS on those things, invest more money on those products and reduce your budget on your denim. So it's a journey. It can't be answered in one question. We will have to analyze those data. Let's connect sometime and we'll see how we can see what has worked for you and what better we can do it for you.
Thank you. So you must connect with Shubham, Ketan, sometime. And our next question is, what kind of access we will need to run campaigns on your platform? So I think somebody is really inquiring about how to sign up. Seema, can you help him, please?
So all you have to do is you have to just send me your, okay, I'll give you the, मैं आपको सबसे सिंपल तरीका देती हूँ. आप मेरे को अपना ईमेल आईडी दीजिए. मेरी टीम अगले 20 मिनट में आपको कनेक्ट करेगी एंड आपको पूरे प्रोसेस के थ्रू हैंड होल्ड करके आपका साइन अप करवाएगी. आप बस मेरे को अपना ईमेल आईडी और फोन नंबर दे दीजिए. आई विल एंश्योर कि 20 मिनट के अंदर आपका ये प्रोसेस एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा.
Seema, I'll pass you on his name and number.
Sure.
I'm sure I have that. So our next question is for you again. I mean, it is a category-based question. Can we run campaigns on cryptocurrency without any restrictions on ShareChat?
So let me answer this question.
Yeah.
We follow under Indian legal law. So crypto has two split points. I would rather say, as per the law, it's still in a gray line. There are a trading platform of crypto and there is a cryptocurrency. Trading platform is allowed to run. You can't specifically run a crypto based currency ads. For that, it's legally not allowed for now. If you're a exchanger platform which allows trading of the cryptocurrency, that is allowed. Again, you'll have to send me your landing pages and creative. We have our own legal team who first evaluated things. If we think that we are falling under the Indian law, we will let you know and we are good to start around it.
Awesome. So it means, Sujit, you need to connect with us. Let us review your assets and your proposition, what is exactly that you're doing and showing as content. And we will get back to you after our legal team gives us a nod. So the next question would be, Seema, this is specifically for you. I don't know why we skipped that slide today. Can you give me some insights on top 5 languages in terms of total number of users in the platform?
I know, I saw that and in fact मैं पहले मुझे लगा कि मैं बताऊं कि मेरे प्लेटफॉर्म पे तमिल, तेलुगु, मलयालम, हिंदी, ये पंजाबी, ये सब लैंग्वेजेस हैं एंड ये टॉप 5 लैंग्वेजेस हैं. किस तरीके से इनफैक्ट जो मेरा ऑडियंस है वो 18 to 35 का जो सबसे क्रिटिकल बाइंग या बाइंग इन्फ्लुएंस करने वाला एज ग्रुप होता है वो मेरे प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर है. इनफैक्ट मेरा 95% अगर आप ऑडियंस देखें वो या तो खुद से बाय कर रहे हैं या वो बहुत मेजर वे में एक बाइंग डिसीजन इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हैं हमारे घर में या हमारे वर्क प्लेस के ऊपर. सो वो मेरे पास पूरा डेटा है. आई एम एज्यूम कर रही हूँ मैं कि आप ई कॉम कैटेगरी से हैं जो जिस तरीके का ये क्वेश्चन है. आप प्लीज मेरे को अपना ईमेल आईडी एंड नंबर अगर भावना के पास है तो मैं उनसे लेती हूँ, अदरवाइज आप प्लीज मेंशन कर दीजिए. आई विल सेंड यू द एंटायर डेटा.
Fine. Hansanuj, we will send you the platform divide, our top 5 languages and the total number of monthly active users we have in each language.
इनफैक्ट हम आपको सिटी वाइज टीयर वाइज डेटा भी शेयर करेंगे जो कि आपके लिए फर्दर हेल्पफुल होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं बोलती हूँ कि मेट्रो सिटीज एंड मैं बोलती हूँ बी टियर सिटीज एंड देन सी टियर सिटीज, हम वो डेटा देंगे. हम मेल फीमेल रेशियो आपके साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं. हम एज ग्रुप वाइज डेटा भी आपके साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं. सो सब कुछ ऑथेंटिकेटेड है एंड वी कैन actually take your questions on this once we share the slides with you.
That's nice. I will help you with all his details. You'll get your answers soon, Hansanuj. Next question is for you, Shubham. There's somebody from, there's actually Sai Ram Koya from who is dealing into organic products. And he's like, how can I target organic e-commerce products?
E-commerce products. So I will, to frankly, I'll need your landing page. I will need to understand what are your products. Just take an example. You mentioned organic, so we'll just closely relate to agriculture to answer your
So
question.
organic products, let me correct you. There is a lot of organic products like dal we eat. They're mostly related to FMCG.
Correct. For
They're
we
fast moving consumer goods. There are one which is fertilizer used, and organic products are somewhere fertilizers are not used. Pesticides and
fantastic. So we have something called as organic products already advertising on our platform.
Great.
You will have to understand their behavior. So if you say like FMCG, like it's something like shopping as a category in your food segment. We already have 3 dynamic filters for that. You can use those. Again, I'll have to understand what is your product portfolio. If you're having a combination price of your product, say 1,000 rupees, or individually you can have a sample products of initial trying of 99 rupees, and your brand is new. We always say that give a offering products on the creatives of 99 rupees first. Let the people try your product. As we said, if the product is good, and add on ShareChat when the feedback what we got from the advertiser, if the product is good and if they like it, they will always buy the same product. uh, Give us the landing page URL. We will tell you out of this what product you should start with. Create a good video over the creator, as I told you that influencers video are the 2 talking point for it. Create a little buzz on your product. If your brand is newly launched, create a little brand awareness. If you have a website, please request you to add a pixel so that we can understand it. If it's you have an app, great, because if it's like if you select any shopping app like Flipkart, Amazon, or Big Basket, any brand you name it, if I am buying it for something, I'll not go on a website and do it. If I have an app, I'll just put in a card, and whenever I have a money, I'll just accept it and make the payment. Put an MMP to us.
That's great. So it means you can sell organic products. All you need to do is share your details with us, and we will help you reach out to the new users in Bharat who can consume your products. So next question is really nice, but it's a little convoluted, I would say. Vishal is asking, do you help in content strategy? So I was thinking, yes, we can, definitely, because we have an offer for them.
We can definitely help you with it. I mean, थोड़ा और डिटेल हमें बताएं आप किस तरीके की स्ट्रैटेजी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, but we can definitely help you with it.
So Vishal, if you really are interested, get in touch with Seema. We can help you develop your creatives also.
So just to add your point, like what Seema mentioned, Bhavana, to add the advertiser, the Seema gave you an offer of 50K and the multiplication what we give it. We create a video from scratch, right from scripting, right from understanding your USP, finalizing the actor, and give you a final finished product to you.
Yeah. So that solves your purpose actually. All you need to do is add money to the wallet, take the creative credits offer, and you can start running your campaigns. Okay, I have another question regarding a vertical. Could we advertise stock market services on this platform? Like we deal in DMAT, mutual funds, financial advisory. Mr. Devendra Sharma is asking.
Yeah, we can definitely. We are already having few of the big names in the market. You name it, and you can see the ads who are
Acco is
advertising.
there. Yes, Acco is a very big customers that we have. Yes.
आपका लैंडिंग पेज होना चाहिए, लीगल होना चाहिए, आपका डेटा ऑथेंटिक होना चाहिए, क्योंकि देखिए हम जिस ऑडियंस की बात कर रहे हैं ना, शुभम ने एक बहुत ही क्रिटिकल बात आपको बोली है. हमारा ऑडियंस शायद आपको थोड़ा रुक के एक्सेप्ट करेगा, बट जब वो एक बार कर लेगा तो वो बहुत लॉयल ऑडियंस है, और ये मेरा फीडबैक बोलता है. तो एज अ प्लेटफॉर्म हम लोग भी एक बहुत रिस्पॉन्सिबल तरीके से उनके पास जाते हैं कि हम बोल रहे हैं कि जो बिजनेस आपको अप्रोच कर रहा है वो एक लीगल ऑथेंटिकेटेड बिजनेस है, as per the Indian court. So आप as far as आप वो सारी conditions में fall करते हैं, आप हमारे platform पे advertise कर सकते हैं.
So great, Shubham. Sairam has sent his URL to us. I will share it with you after the session is over. I will take one more question because we are shooting. We don't want to overshoot the time. So the last question is that we as an agency have lots of India campaigns with agency access. Is there any scope for us in ShareChat?
I'll give it to Seema with the new
Who
feature.
has asked this question?
So DSP Collect Send. So I don't have the name. I think DSP Collect Send is the name of the agency.
So, sir, ma'am, whosoever has asked this question, please get in touch with us immediately. We have some exciting news to share with you and would love to have you part of our family.
Wow, that's nice. So, Mr. DSP Collect Send, we have agency access for you, and we would like to run multiple campaigns for you for your various clients. I think one more question has popped up, which is asking, is a technical question. A lookalike audience and retargeting ads आएगा कब? ये बता दीजिए. केतन जी पूछ रहे हैं.
आएगा 100%.
वो तो I know. Everybody
That
knows.
we are working on it. Backend mein we have already started this thing. Now you have to understand, product team is working on too many projects. Like Seema told that there is an exciting news coming on for the agency. We went live with Moj. We have already acquired a new brand called as MX Takatak, who will be available for you soon for advertising. Again, we are launching our own system where you'll have a different set of audiences as well. Retargeting is a plan of right now. Our entire idea is to get in next couple of quarters. First, you might get a custom audiences. Once the custom audience is there, then only we can build on lookalike. 100% this feature is gonna come. We are just limited ourselves right now to increase a good audience size to you, so that you might not require that crunch of having a lookalike audiences, because we'll give you a huge pool of MAUs now with our multiple products in our ecosystem coming into picture.
Okay. So I think just now a question, Paolo, is there an option for post-paid campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So रोहन, आप दो तरीके से एडवर्टाइज कर सकते हैं. हमारे पास सेल्फ सर्व प्लेटफॉर्म है, हमारे पास मैनेज सर्व प्लेटफॉर्म है. आप बताएं हमें किस तरीके का आपके बजट्स हैं, कौन क्या आपका KPI है, किस तरीके की बिडिंग आपको चाहिए. अगर आप सेल्फ सर्व पे करते हैं तो सिर्फ प्रीपेड ऑप्शन अभी अवेलेबल है, बट यस पोस्ट पेड बिलिंग ऑप्शन आपके पास और बहुत तरीके हैं हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे एडवर्टाइज करने के लिए. वी वुड लव टू शेयर द डिटेल्स. एक बार आपको हमको अपने ये सारी डिटेल्स जो मैंने अभी बोली हैं ये शेयर करनी होंगी.
Please use the email ID selfserve@sharechat.in. You can send all your questions, while I will send your data and your questions to Seema and Shubham, and they will connect you personally with their team. Thanks a lot. Ms. Vaishnavi, can you please ask questions on email, because I don't want to overshoot the time. We will be back with our next session of Masterclass soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye.